And just a word of hope for husbands who have been bad to their wives. You know, think of back to the analogy of the flower in the morning that opens itself to the sun. So if you have been brutal to your wife, to one degree or another, you can still be tender towards her and love her now. And this, you know, someone won't open themselves to a tyrant, but they will open themselves to a good lover.
And repentance is a beautiful way to have a closed flower begin to open up. It's a long journey. It's not, if you've had years and years of brutality in a marriage and a husband says, I'm sorry, don't expect everything to be healed that night.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to go on that pilgrimage of acknowledge, and I have, my goodness, I think one of my biggest problems in my own marriage was that I had all this head knowledge going into it of what theology of the body is, and I was already a student of John Paul II when I got married. I was already teaching and writing on it. I had all this head knowledge, and I thought that because I could articulate it, I thought that meant I was living it.
Yeah.
And my wife, you may know the story, I tell it often, of the book that I was invited to write for husbands. Loving Her Rightly. And my wife said when I told her the title of the book, you are in no place to be writing a book for husbands called Loving Her Rightly. That was 10 years into marriage, and it was the beginning of a real examination of my conscience in ways that I unknowingly, my broken humanity was just hurting my wife. And it's been a long pilgrimage of looking at that honestly and bringing it out into the light and letting God's mercy in there. And if she had come at me without mercy herself, this is key to any married couple who wants to grow and heal in these areas. My dear sisters out there, if you have a husband who has not been treating you well and you feel called to confront him, my wife for years had been bringing her pain to the Lord in her own prayer. And she got to a place of compassion for her broken husband. If she had come at me with her fists up and wanting to punch me back, well, I would have put my fists up and I would have shown her who had bigger fists. She came at me with mercy, with tenderness. And that enabled me in my hardened places to begin to open up.
Yeah, speak in a way as to be understood if you wish to be.